Check out that for a school of ludri. Absolutely amazing. And it's great to see them pushing into the marimbula system now, schooling up, ready to feed. And what a bonus, this school is schooling up right out the front of Boss Outdoor. G'day folks, it's Ando from Boss Outdoor with this week's fishing report. Well, it's so good to see so many fish pouring back into marimbula. I'm looking at trevally, ludric, mullet. There's a lot of action going on and it's a welcome sight. Now, weeks gone by, we've been touching on flathead, and we'll talk about flathead a little bit later in the report. But what I really want to talk about at the moment are the trevally. They are in abundance. They are pouring into the system. I'm seeing big schools of them, good size, good numbers. And there are many places you can target the trevally within the marimbula system, particularly if you're the shore-based angler, right down from Bar Beach through to Spencer, Mitchie's, all the way along the foreshore, the bridge. And probably the best location to target them is the marina jetty right out the front of Boss Outdoor. Beautiful little trevally on a soft plastic. And how lucky am I to be working directly across the road from this amazing platform. If you want to chase those trevally, I suggest use a soft plastic lure. It's such a fun way to catch them. And if you're having any trouble selecting colours, sizes, profiles or weight, pop over to the store and talk to the team so we can help you with your selections. This same platform has also played host for all those ludric as well. Have a look at the size of them. They're good fish and they're eating soft plastics, guys. So the little Berkeley Powbat minnow doing the trick. Plenty of fish around in the estuary. Good to see it's finally starting to warm up. For those anglers that would like to chase a few flatties over the weekend, I'd suggest to head up to the top lake in Marimbula. There are plenty around. We had a couple of customers come into the store, Sam and Anakin, and they were up there throwing some Berkeley Nessies, and they caught an amazing number of fish up to 78 centimetres, and that's pretty good going. I suggest to fish around the fringes of the ribbonweed on the shallow sand flats. A lot of those bigger flathead will be sitting up sunning themselves, ready to spawn, and all the males will be around them. It's a good time of year to be catching flathead. Those anglers that are looking to chase some mulloway this weekend, maybe hit the Bega River. Still plenty of mulloway coming out of there. And also a few whiting. Staff member Aaron Leeper's been doing a little bit of top water action up there and getting some nice fish. Said he caught 7 in a session and probably lost as many, so that proves they're on the chew. If you're looking to fish the pambula system, you're going to find an abundance of bread and butter species. So what I mean by that is your brim, your flathead, your whiting, your trevally, everything that frequents the estuary system, pambula's going to have. If you want mulloway and whiting, Bega River, big flatties, top lake marimbula, bread and butter species, head down to pambula. Offshore fishing's still really good. It's a carbon copy of last week, so plenty of flatties out in that 55 to 60 metre range, but you're still getting your snapper, mowong and nanagai around that gravel in that 40 metres. Also a lot of gummy sharks too. I'm hearing good reports of gummy sharks being caught out of Tathra while anglers have been drifting for flathead. Once you're out on the flatty grounds, you're going to encounter a few other different species. You're always going to get a gurnard in the mix and 2 types of flathead, so your sand flathead and your tiger flathead. And good catches. A couple of anglers have been getting some really nice boxes of fish, so with a box of fish like that, all you need is the chips and the salad and you're good to go. For the anglers chasing reef species such as snapper and mowies, perhaps try out off Long Point or down off the Horseshoe Reef off Haycock or even down at Leonard's. You want to target that water depth between 30 and 40 metres, which is where you're going to find that gravel, which is where those fish are going to be. A paternoster rig, 4-ounce lead, maybe a 6-ounce lead, depending on the drift, and a couple of baits such as a cuba pilchard or a bit of stripy tuna or some squid. That should see you in the game. If you want to target them on soft plastics, I'd suggest use a larger profile soft plastics. I like the 5-inch to 7-inch size. You're going to get your better class of fish, but hey, you still get the small fish on big plastics, so don't be afraid to use a larger profile. So the surf fishing last weekend was a little difficult with the amount of wind we had. This weekend's looking a little better. I would say Saturday is the pick, Saturday morning. Still plenty of salmon and tailor around with a few brim and whiting thrown in for good measure. The rock fishing is still okay. We should start seeing some snapper being caught off the rocks. There are still a few drummer around with the odd trevally, but hey, take a squid jig with you. Jamari Schultz has been getting some beautiful squid off the rocks of late, and it's another thing you can do if the fish aren't biting. If you're after a trout, my suggestion would be go up to Buckandera and hit the shores on Middling Bank. Heaps of good trout still up there, and this one was caught on a metal vibe, just spinning from a boat back to the shore. But if you're on the shore, it's vice versa. Plenty of trout around, not a bad way to spend the weekend. Could be a good weekend to go bass fishing too. Az has been catching some crackers on surface lures just on twilight, so might be an option. But let's cross the Leaf for a blue water report.
So that weather looks pretty similar to what it did last week. The wind's up and down a little bit. We're not going to get big long days of nice weather to fish, so just got to take our opportunities and get out there when we can. I think the best bet to catch yellowfin tuna this week was going to be off Bateman's Bay. The water looks like it's pushing in there pretty nice, so just off the shelf I reckon in that sort of 500 fathoms is going to be your mark off Bateman's Bay. Yeah, that's where I'd go and give it a crack there, so we'll get back to you, Ando, and see what we got for a deal of the week.
So with the whiting firing up and starting to sip lures off the top, the deal of the week is come into the store and mention you watch the fishing report, and we're going to offer you 50% off Bass Day sugar pens. Well, we're gearing up for our birthday weekend, which is on the 2nd and 3rd of November. We have over $20,000 worth of fantastic prizes for you to win. All you need to do to win one of these prizes is spend $20 in store and you'll receive a ticket into the draw of your choice. Well, that's it for this week's fishing report. If there's anything else you need to know about bait, lures, or any tips on how to catch those whiting, come in to Boss Outdoor so we can hook you up. So if you're enjoying our videos, be sure to like and subscribe.